good afternoon everyone. So our topic is all about the nanoworld. So what is the nanoworld? So nano is from the word itself. Nano means is a little or small. So the nanoworld is like para sila mga small chips or small equipment in science to detect the smallest. So for example, in a cancer cells. So para makita natin yung deepest na pinagmulan ng cancer cells is we need the nanoworld. So para mas maintindihan at para makita yung cause, kung anong kanyang pinagmulan at kung paano siya nagsimula. So yun po ba yun. So the nanoworld is a unit of measuring the extremely small things. Nanosize is measured in nanometers. So ito yung mga bagay guys na hindi nakita ng ating mga mata, but it can only be seen by certain microscope.
So, physicist Richard Feynman, scientist can direct and control individual atoms and molecules in his talk. There's plenty of room at the bottom. The term nanotechnology was coined by Professor Norio Taniguchi.
So, taong 1959 guys no, kanunang kinalakay ni Richard Feynman sa annual meeting sa American Physical Society. So, pinamagatan niya itong There's plenty of room at the bottom. So, pero guys, ang salitang nanotechnology is hindi pa ginagamit noon. So, the term nanotechnology was coined by Professor Norio Taniguchi. So, si Norio Taniguchi is, yun yung unang gumamit ng salitang nanotechnology. So, noong 1974. So, isa po siyang professor sa Tokyo University of Science. So, inilarawan niya yung salitang nanotechnology bilang isang proseso ng pag-iwalay ng isang atom or isang molecule. So next is, how small is nanoscale?
A nanometer is a billionth of a meter of 10 or 9 of a meter. The illustration below shows how. So ang nanoscale ay ang liit niyan mas maliit pa sa langgam.
Tumas ka po.
Kasi di ba makikita? Ay nasabi ni Harold kanina.
Tumas ka. Ay, tumayo ka.
Tumas. So you know, the next
Wait lang. So ayun daw guys sa international system of unit, nangangahulog ang 1 billion of King.9. So yan po yung mga example.
ano example niya? Ano yung sa'yo?
Yung sa picture.
Human red blood cells and yung ano niya ay anonymous. Oh, yun lang.
What in them? Basta yan yung halimbawa guys. So next is how to view nanomaterials. So scientists use special types of microscope to view minute nanomaterials during the early 1930s. Scientists, the electron microscope and field microscope are just among the modern and remarkable advancements in microscopy. So the first we have the electron microscope.
German engineers Ernst Röska and Max Knoll built the first electron microscope during the 1930s. So tandaan po natin yan kasi lalabasin mamaya. Si Ernst Röska and Max Knoll, sila pala yung gumawa ng pinakaunang microscope during the 1930s. And the split type of microscope utilized a particle beam of electrons to light up a Weissman and develop a well-modified image. It also produce higher and better resolutions. Mas malinaw pa siya sa mata.
So yun daw guys, no? So electron microscope is ginawa ng German engineer na si Ernst Röska and Max Knoll na pinakaunang electron microscope during 1930. So this is two general types of electron microscope. So first scanning electron microscope. The two scientists who invented scanning tunneling microscope. So ibig sabihin that STM is a powerful microscope that can see both atomic molecular details of surface without using light of electron beam. So this is the example of illustrative picture. This is the example of scanning tunneling microscope. So the scanning tunneling microscope guys is a powerful microscope. So dahil nakikita niya yung details na hindi gumagamit ng liwanag or electron beam. So that is the example of scanning tunneling microscope. So next is
Atomic force microscope. Birdsap. Chen was actually a business owner and a son of Birdsap. Chen was an
Atomic force microscope is a high resolution non-optical imaging technical first illustrated by
Tawang-tawa.
So, ibig sabihin guys na atomic force microscope is a powerful tools na ginagamit to create detailed 3D and tatlong dimensional image surface and atomic level guys. So that is the example of atomic force microscope. So the question is what are the application of nanotechnology? So first application is nanotechnology in medicine. Sino na? Ikaw na.
nanotechnology a field of medical science made possible new nanobots and nanotechnology devices. The application of nanotechnology in medicine is known as nanomedicine. This involves the application of nanomaterials and medical technologies, which are efficient and providing the understanding of the toxicity and impact of nanomaterials on the environment. What is good about nanoscale technologies is that they can be implanted in bodies because they are less invasive and very small.
So, meaning to say, technology is a nanomedicine. It is the application of nanotechnology. So, for example, the doctor and scientist is gumamit sila ng nanobots for chemotherapy in cancer, or they use nanobots sa pagtuklas ng ating katawan. It is easy to monitor our body or discover our cells guys at iba pang bagay ng ating mga katawan. So, the second application is agriculture. Sino na? Second understand.
Nanotechnology applications for cultural industry may impact society and economy. Engineered nanoparticles such as nanofire, which may contain genes, herbicides, or nanocapsules, contains herbicides effectively penetrate crops release of fertilizers. Help saves fertilizer consumption. This process can help minimize environmental pollution, which is very efficient in precision farming. This development is nanotechnology applied in agriculture provide promising opportunities.
So, gumagamit sila ng nanoparticles na mayroong genes herbicide na nakakatulong for fertilizer at nakakatulong din na may iwasan yung environment pollution at para mas healthy na rin yung plant. So, that is the nanotechnology in agriculture. So, the last
Galing.
is
Last five.
nanoelectronics.
So, nanoelectronics refers to the use of nanotechnology in electronic components. This is referred to areas of devices and materials on nanoscale. Atomic interaction and quantum mechanical properties make the working on these devices possible. Its dimensions range between 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Beneficial as it is nanoelectronics can be reduce power consumption on electronic devices and allow the increase of capacity of memory chips. Further advancement in nanoelectronics can accelerate the process of fabricating revolutionary devices or materials.
So, ang example guys ng lumabas ba? So, example guys ng nanoelectronics is yung small chips, yung mga small chips na memory na nakita natin sa ating mga computer. So, that is the example of it.
Sample. Anong klaseng chips?
Yung mga yan, chips. Mga chips
Anong klase? Anong tawag dyan?
mga circuits. Mga chips ang nanotip. Yung mga maliliit na mga pizza. May motherboard. Hindi na yun na ano pag motherboard. Malaki na yun.
Okay,
So,
next.
Ay.
Thank you! Nice, thank you.